Before America existed, a group of rebels risked their lives to write the most dangerous letter in history. It's July 1776, Philadelphia. The air is thick with heat, tension, and fear. Inside the Pennsylvania State House, now known as Independence Hall, men in powdered wigs and worn coats gather around wooden tables covered in papers, quills, and ink. They are tired but determined. For weeks they've debated one question: should they break away from the British Empire? These were not soldiers or kings, they were farmers, merchants, lawyers, and thinkers. People like Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, and John Hancock. They knew what rebellion meant: treason. If they failed, they wouldn't just lose their freedom, they would lose their lives. But the colonies had suffered too long. Years of taxation without representation, unfair laws, soldiers in their streets. They had tried petitions, letters, and diplomacy. Nothing worked. Britain ignored them. So Jefferson began to write. His words would become one of the most powerful declarations ever made. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Those words were revolutionary not just for America, but for the entire world. They declared that kings and empires no longer ruled by divine right. That power came from the people. It was the birth of democracy as we know it. On July 4th, 1776, the delegates signed the Declaration of Independence, 13 colonies united under one cause: liberty. The moment was electric. Church bells rang, crowds cheered, and copies of the document spread across towns and cities. The people finally had a voice. But freedom would not come easily. The British Army was vast and powerful. What followed was years of bloody war, the Revolutionary War, where ordinary farmers and townsmen faced trained soldiers with muskets and cannons. Yet the spirit of freedom kept them going. The Declaration was more than ink on paper, it was a promise. A promise that freedom was worth fighting for, even dying for. It became the heart of a new nation's identity, inspiring revolutions in France, Latin America, and beyond. Every 4th of July, when fireworks light up the sky, they don't just celebrate victory, they celebrate courage. The courage of people who dared to dream of a world where equality and justice mattered more than fear and power. And maybe that is the real message of 1776, that true independence doesn't start with war or politics. It starts when people refuse to live under tyranny, when they believe their voice can change the world. Follow for more.